You're such an asshole.
Hello there, Mr. Hole. I'm coming to you again in a much better situation since I last emailed you about my brother. You were right. I can't help fix his life. He still lives at home despite having a mathematics bachelor's degree and being better than me at math. He is just a substitute teacher. On to me now. I was always a bright kid, and school came super easy to me, so I had never really applied myself. I slept through half of high school and even took a nap during SATs to get a 1320. I don't know, is that good? I don't even remember what my SAT was. I went to a crap college that did not challenge me, and people around me were so significantly poorly educated. I found talking to myself more pleasant. This is the self-esteem one. We're just taking a roundabout way to get there. Then I get to medical school, which kind of kicked my ass, but not by much. I was around smarter people, so I had a better sense of where I was on the IQ scale, IQ of 138. I struggled in medical school a little, but mostly because I had really bad non-existent study habits, along with my medical school being kind of crappy. I know it sounds like I'm blaming other people for my problems, but it is actually an accurate assessment. My medical school was going through changing of the guard, and they did not plan to replace any of the professors. So for my hematology section, they straight just said, go study on your own and come back in 4 weeks for the test. This was an American medical school. No, American education. No, it's just the best staff with the most wonderful people. Everyone in my graduating class agreed we got effed over. And once they had other places to compare to, they say, we got effed over hard. Took me 5 years to finish, a full extra year off to actually get a residency. Now my residency is when I got, guys, this is why it costs so much money. This is why things cost money in the real economy, because I was just talking to another guy and I've had a conversation with this guy before. He's telling me the same conversation. I'm like, yes, I know all this. I didn't say that because I didn't want to be rude. I got into an amazing spot. This place is where I should have gone if I understood the difference between schools, better for undergrad or medical school or something equivalent or a cheaper price tag. I struggled a ton of residency. I did bust my butt waking up early to read, 5 a.m., staying late to complete work, and coming in almost 7 days a week. I was a trash resident still, despite all the effort. Why? Because I was a fat bleep. You could have just cut out the previous 3 things, man. Paragraphs. I had undiagnosed obstructive sleep apnea where my oxygen saturation would nadir. Here's a word. Man. To 70%, 88% is when we start having people walk around with oxygen tanks. So I was basically choking myself every night, waking up with the equivalent of a 0.1% drunk. By the beginning of my 3rd year of residency, I finally got treatment. Oh, for sleep apnea? Okay. Started to lose weight going from 265, 5'8". Dude, that is 115 pounds heavier than I am now on my $150 frame. And I'm an inch taller than you. To 225 with a goal of 180 pounds. That's still overweight. Unless you got like a really big tank-like frame. And maybe 180 pounds. I have 1 year left of training until I'm attending to make $250,000 on the low end. All right, for your career. My dating history, you have one? My dating history in hindsight is probably what you be most surprised by. Sweet, sickly girlfriend, and she passed away. That's too bad. I'm sorry about that. A poor single mom. How is this surprise? This is not surprise. The sweet, sickly girl, that's a little bit shocking. But here, this is exactly a poor single mom of two baby daddies who lost custody to her mom, a waitress that did not finish high school, even have a GED with terrible teeth. Number 3, single mom of 2 with 1 baby daddy got locked up for selling drugs and guns. This does not surprise me at all. An overweight 5'6", 268 pounds, ungrateful white chick with daddy issues, despite her dad buying her a house and requiring her to pay $600 in rent by placing it into a Vanguard retirement account. You dads who you think you're precious little sweetheart, daddy's little princess. You dads have ruined so many women. So many women. Ask Vlad. Girl number 5. I am surprised with the volume The only way I think is that they think that you were a doctor or they knew you were going to become a doctor. That's it. I'm surprised you even got these people. 9 years older than me, woman with $8,000 student loans, divorcee, 3 adult children, dog crap, dog bleep credit, think 520, but I'm not certain. Her car interest rate was 24% before me now with her credit. Her car is 0.9. Oh, so you Captain Save a Hoe. Someone get Kevin Savo here. So you saved a hoe. This is the one I proposed to. Dude, watch my previous video towards the end. You guys have got to stop putting women number one in life. You've got to knock this stuff off. I'm going to say it again. Get this book, The Book of Numbers, Analyzing the ROI in the Pursuit of Women. And then also get my book, The Menu, Life Without the Opposite Sex, because that's what half of you are going to have. It's also for women, too. There is a women's section. Holy bleep, writing this out sounds insane. Yeah, because you are insane. That was stupid, and it was beyond stupid. But, your peen need to be touched. We called off the wedding. Right now, my focus is on work, boards, and being stellar at my job. I now have clarity of mind enough to know that I need to stay out of the dating pool. Good. I want to go to Muay Thai camp for 6 weeks before I start my real job. You need to lose weight, anime nerd dream, and some more discipline. Now my question for Cappy Cap is, how do I better assess myself to see what kind of woman do I... How do I do this? What are the words I need? Is nadir going to be one of these words? What words can I use that will slap you into reality so you understand what you need to do? Women, this is not a lifelong policy, but when you're younger and when you're working towards a goal and establishing yourself, especially medical school, women should not be a priority in your life. They could be a part of your life. They're welcome to come into your life, but they cannot be a priority. And if we take your individual situation, they should not be a thought at all until you get your act together, until you get obviously medical school is very important. That should be your number one thing, become a licensed certified doctor. But, and you need to work on yourself, obviously, and get in shape, right? But you offer nothing of value to women right now. Don't waste your time. Don't waste their time. I don't give a damn if you're a doctor or going to become one. You offer nothing of value to them, in part because you're physically disgusting. You are fat. But I know you can handle it because you're a guy. But you're also not mentally there. Now, with that dating record, you need to figure out who the hell you are first, go have some fun, get established, and then and only then, when you're like, I am Dr. Smith, and I am a good cardiologist, and I enjoy Muay Thai as a start, and I also enjoy riding and working on mopeds. Not the fat chick joke included. I enjoy fishing. And I have some deep philosophical beliefs in Taoism. Okay? Once you got that squared away, then you can introduce girls. Because now you are presenting something to them. Right now, you're a fat, disgusting bleep who's using doctors to get the girls, which if that's the case, just go pay for it. But there's no core to you. There is no core. Yes, you're a doctor. That's about the only thing you got going for you right now. And that's just to make money. That's your job, right? But there is no you. There's no core. There's no soul. And until you find that, stop searching for it through other people, specifically in your case, women. How do I better assess myself to see what kind of woman I do qualify for, and how do I vet them properly? You're not qualified for any women right now, because you're asking the one question that makes you disqualified. How do I get the girls? Knock it off. You don't get the girls until you realize, oh, geez, I gotta fix the engine. I gotta do this. I gotta do that thing. Until you knock it off, putting women number one, you are not qualified to get. You can't chase after the girls. Vet them properly. Geez, I don't know. No single moms, no fat chicks, but you're fat. You're disgusting. So that's the market. Now, economically, it makes perfect sense. That your equilibrium point was spot on. Yeah, you dated a bunch of messes. Financially poor, financially crippled, bad finances, bad teeth, single moms, also fat. Shock. No, you're not. No, you don't qualify for any now and not for a while. Vet them. I don't know. Do you really need me to go over this? No other man's kids. Not fat, not a Marxist, good finances, knows her dad. You knock out those 6 or 7, you're doing pretty good. I need a new algorithm badly. Here's the nerd, because the one I have is clearly broken. You're not dating. You're just not, man. You're so ugly, and maybe you're not ugly, but you're so fat, you're so physically unattractive. You're only going to attract problem girls, low quality girls. That's it. So no, because at least what you have going for you is your career, and you date the wrong girl, you're gonna lose your career, or you won't necessarily lose your career, but it'll be, oops, I'm preggers, and then your $250,000 you're taking, it's all gone away, man. Your algorithm is 0. You're not doing anything. My friends do not say anything mean about the girls they date until after we break up. Then they tell me the truth. I think I have really low self-esteem from struggling academically. I don't think academically. I don't think that's it. Being overweight. I don't think it's low self-esteem. Well, maybe you do have self-esteem for being overweight, as you should, because it's gross and disgusting. You're lazy in that regard. Take some of that work ethic you use for studying and medical school, because that ain't no joke, and use that discipline to eat less. Because I don't know where you are in the doctor process. You may not have time to always go to the gym or something like that. But you do have to, like, walk to work, get a bike, something like that. But eat less. That you can do. And having sleep apnea. I don't know why you'd have low self-esteem from having sleep apnea. Why would that? How does that reflect poorly upon you? Once I fix those completely, almost there, I think I could get better quality women. Oh my God. Do you not like yourself or something? Like what's wrong with you? Don't you do fun things? You like Muay Thai? You like anime? Do you like philosophy? You like medicine? You're a doctor? Do you not like yourself? Why is it you always have to get the women? Why? What's wrong with you? And if you don't like yourself, or you're not satisfied yet with yourself, improve yourself until the time you are. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. Look at what I did. I did this thing. I have these, not physical items, but I do these hobbies. Then when you're an interesting person, then girls will like you. Quality women anyway. Well, not even then. Because you're 5'8". Here's the sad thing. I didn't even think about this. Here's the sad trait. Here's the sad truth. This is why we all come to Asshole Consulting. Let's say you do lose the weight. You're still 5'8", man. You're at such an uphill battle that even if you lost the weight, you're not going to get the girls. Not the ones that you think you're going to want, or you will have earned. Let's say you got down to $165. All right. And you got the fat surgery, you become a very good doctor, very good surgeon, or whatever your specialty is. And you became very good at Muay Thai. And you went to Thailand, became fluent in Thai. All right. And at least in the United States, you are not going to get the girlsa of the attraction that you're hoping for, because you're short. I know there's game, and I know, and yes, you got to ask out a lot of girls. It is possible if you get the book of numbers. The last chapter tells you how to do that. But I'm just saying it's a big hurdle, a huge. So don't think that once you lose your weight That's it. Now the girls comes up. All right. I mean, it's then you got height to deal with. And there you're gonna have to ask out a lot of girls, and you're gonna have a lot of stuff going on, and you're gonna have to not care if they shoot you down because they are. Um, Once I fix those completely almost there, I think I could get a better quality woman. Yes, when you lose weight and you become an established professional surgeon or whatever doctor variant you're going to become, and you get a personality and some hobbies and things going on in life, and you don't put them at the center of life, then you'll get higher quality women because you can't get much lower quality than what you had. About the only thing worse would be like they had some kind of incurable STD. But I need help in finding one. I think I have been simply dating whatever likes me and seeing how to make it work by force. Please help me, Kevin, before I mess up my life with a terrible woman. Well, stop dating. Look, right now, you're not going to get anything but terrible women. All right? You're just not going to get good women. You're overweight. You're not physically attractive. Rule number 1, be physically attractive. Huh? And you may not have the time to do that right now. I mean, you can diet and all that. You work your way towards there. Rule 2, stop putting women at the center of your life. This is so sad and pathetic. Like, oh, I gotta get the girls. Dude, does the fact you're saving lives count for anything? Like, shouldn't that be like, well, like, yeah, I save lives. Or I improve health. I need a girl. So I asked, did you read the book of Numbers? Do you want to respond? Oh, I read the book of Numbers. It was great. But I want to know, based on my stats, 5'8" at 225 versus 5'8" at 180 pounds, making $250,000. No, you're still fat at 5'8" at 180 pounds. I'm trying to figure out what that would be like. Okay, so that'd be 30 extra. I start getting a little spare bicycle tire at $160. Another 20 pounds, I'm fat. And you're gonna have to get the surgery. You need to drop down at 5'8". You need to be at like $165 maximum. Unless again, you have a good frame, like a big frame, and you're working out a ton. Like you look like Thor, Missy and Thor. Yeah, at 5'8", 225, you're a fat, disgusting piece of crap. No one's gonna want to touch you. Okay. If you wanted the touchy-feely thing, you can read a woman's book about Big is Beautiful and look up cat paws. But I think you're not gonna 180 pounds. No, you're still fat. And 250,000, and I know you're gonna play the doctor card. By the way, I'm a doctor. You know I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. How do you know who the pilot in the room is? Don't worry, he'll tell you. You're gonna be that guy. And the only girls that you're gonna go after, you're gonna be the ones going after your money. And if I include women outside the United States, i.e. Africa, the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, okay, yeah, your chances go up significantly, but they're also in it for the money. And as I said before, like if you go overseas, you don't bring them back here. You'd have to stay over there. Am I being delusional to want non-overweight, debt-free nurse, teacher, engineer without daddy issues? Yes. Dude, you know how much fun we make of the fat single moms who are like 52, time to settle down, sick of all the, Better Bachelor when he does the dating profile of the day, and they're expected they're Jason Momoa. That's you, right? So you are delusional. Also, did you read the book? Because here you just tell, not overweight, 30%. Right off the bat, you eliminate 70%. Debt-free, holy cow. You're talking less than 5% of the female population. Nurse, teacher, engineer, or teacher. Okay. Why teacher? Okay. All right. You're going to find the debt-free teacher. Okay, fine. But nurse and engineer, we're talking a fraction of 1%. And without daddy issues, okay, now we're half of that because we're just going to assume half the kids are parents got divorced. Wants to please me, can cook and clean. Get out of here and be a good homemaker. No, you're going to have to go overseas for that. You're going to have to go overseas for it. You're still going to have to pay for it. You will not find that in the United States or the West. You're going to have to go overseas. And you're going to have to stay there. You will have to stay there. Yeah. But what you really need to do is women are not. No. You got to go get the menu life without the opposite sex because that's what your life is going to be because there's something worse than a life with the opposite without the opposite sex. And that's with the wrong girl who is like money grabbing you because she knows you're a doctor. And you're like, oh, but my pain get touched. How can you be a doctor and so stupid? Like, really? Is the power of the pussy so strong? You take your medical genius brain, you set it down like, yeah, okay, single mom with three baby daddies. What, really? And like, dude, you gotta get your rocks off, fly out to Pahrump and go get laid. Go pay a pro. Be done with it. But no, you are not finding. Come on, man. You got to deliver what the girls want. And you're only delivering one out of what has got to be like three mandatory things. All right. You're financially stable. That's the one thing you deliver. You also need to be physically attractive. They can't have sex with you if they're not physically. They have every right to demand that you're physically attractive. And three, that you're not like some sep. Oh my God, you're the center of my life. Ah. Like, no, you got other stuff going on. There we go. Equivocal system, $20. Thanks, Captain, for the prompt response and the violent solo. My video had everything money well spent. No problem. No problem. Can you check out this guy? Where do I find June Cleaver in America while I'm a fat, lazy piece of crap? Not lazy, just fat. He's very hardworking, fat piece of crap. Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. If you're fat, you don't care about your self-care. Yeah, what's that like? I know. Now I know we're giving them. I'm busting your balls so you go the right way. But how being a $180 is not healthy at 5'8", right? You know that. You know it's got to be a $165, right? Right? And he has come down in weight, so that is good. Okay. Also, I had a missed super chat. This came from Simon Laplace, 75 NT. I think that's Taiwanese dollars. Do you think engineers are prone to become leftists due to the large extent of time spent at university? And if so, how can one give advice to avoid it? I do believe it doesn't help. I believe the engineers, engineers are high IQ people, also very trusting. So the engineer, you're an 18-year-old boy, you go to college and you think, oh yeah, they did studies. And you actually think like the social sciences, like it's an actual science. It's not, it's all BS. It's all lies and propaganda. But you might lend some credence and credibility to it. So like, oh yeah, we've gotten the human psychology all figured out. But I also think they lean towards it because it's politically popular. They want to get laid. Because I remember some engineers, they're like, I can't believe you. What was it? Not Trump. It was Bush. Maybe not even that. I can't remember. Like, can't believe it. Like, what? Dude, you're the one making 70 grand a year, paying out 30. What are you talking about? I also think a huge part of it is they want the pussy. And so they just agree with him. Oh, yeah, I'm a Democrat. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. For the children. So there you go. Zaranx, $5. If this guy is serious, he'd probably have better luck looking for a working class tomboy who works a working class job. Think Karen Strawn. Good luck. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. One of two things is gonna one of three things is gonna happen. He's gonna not lose enough weight, but he's gonna kind of be okay with that and come to settling with himself. That's all right. I'm overweight, but I'm gonna do my career and my thing. He's going to do what I say, drop down to 165. He's going to find some other things to do. He's going to put his life at the focus of his life. He's going to prove himself. Then he also might find a quality gal. I'm going to bet because of his height, he's going to have to go overseas to find that, especially to get the stay-at-home wife type. Or what I think he's going to do is kind of half-ass it. He'll lose some weight, but he's so desperate for the pussy. He's going to play the doctor card. He's going to get a marginal gal. She's going to hold her nose and have sex with him for the money. And then she's going to divorce him and take him for half after she gets pregnant. So one of those three things. All right, there you go. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.